Hey everybody, Professor Griggs here. I will be kind of your guide for Math 1150 Elementary Statistics this semester. I just want to throw a few things out there. First off, this is typically the first place you want to visit each week. Is I'm going to be posting a short video that kind of goes through the plan for the week. This week's obviously is pretty short, but in future weeks, I'll go through project information or tests that are coming up. I may even go through some certain problems that I may have gotten emailed about quite a bit. So start here with this video. The second place you should always go to, obviously, is the agenda. And this should open up the link to, ignore the million tabs that I have open, but this should take you to the weekly agenda. And a couple important things to point out. First off is, obviously, even though this is an asynchronous class, the schedule for this week is laid out like we are meeting for a normal class on Wednesday and on Friday. So to stay on pace, today, Wednesday, January 13th, you should complete the discussion board icebreaker. And then there's a couple of videos on the Connect Math program, which we'll talk about in just a second. There's also an optional worksheet that just has instructions, but I believe one of the videos goes through this worksheet. This third column tells you the assignments that you should begin after this class. And then in that bottom right corner is obviously just a 2-class week. It tells you the due date for everything for that week. Most of your assignments are going to be due Sunday night at 11:59. So that gives you an additional time if you, for whatever reason, you fall behind earlier in the week. But all assignments from Wednesday and from Friday will be due this Sunday by 11:59. Some exceptions, like when we have a test, tests are typically due the day after they're assigned. So those won't be due Sunday night, and there's a couple other exceptions. But most assignments this semester are going to be due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Now, a couple things to mention. Obviously, again, this is an asynchronous course. We're not going to be meeting in person like we normally would. There's pros and cons, obviously, to that. The pros are you can work kind of on your schedule. Class works around your schedule, around your work schedule, around other classes' schedule. The cons to that is it is really easy to get behind an asynchronous class. I've taught asynchronous classes a lot, and ultimately I can tell you it is 100% up to the student on how much you get out of this. So if you put a lot of work into this, which you should, because you should treat this like a in-person class, you're going to get a lot out of it. If you don't spend a lot of time weekly, you're going to really, really struggle, and you may get to a point where you're not able to pass this class at the end of the semester. So you want to stay up to date. That being said, I said it's up to the student. That being said, you are not on your own. Shoot me an email anytime you're struggling. I have Zoom office hours Monday and Wednesday after from 3 to 4 p.m. If you've got a conflict and you're never ever able to meet from 3 to 4 p.m., shoot me an email. We'll schedule something out. Regardless, even if you want to come to those office hours, shoot me an email to make sure I am actually available that day, because obviously 3 to 4 Monday, Wednesday is the plan, but things come up. So again, the biggest thing with asynchronous classes is over communicate and just stay on pace. Okay, a couple other things to mention. As you can see, the discussion board link is here for that first week assignment. Textbook information, you definitely want to visit here. This will give you information on how to get set up with Connect Math. All of the instructional videos are going to come through Connect Math. They're typically really short videos, 2 to 5 minute videos, and there's usually 5 or 6 of these in each section. But the shortness of the videos is really nice, because obviously I know it's tough to stare at a video and take notes for an extended period of time. Course messages, if I need to send you a message, probably I'm just going to email you. And then here's the link for the Zoom office hours, Monday, Wednesday from 3 to 4, or email me and we can schedule it in. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. You can go ahead and get started in the course. Again, this week's assignments are due Sunday night by 11:59. Reach out if you've got questions, and you guys have a great week.